Hey everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic week. Welcome back to the channel. Today I actually wanted to talk about, 10 things I want Star Wars to do. Just 10 things in general, in no particular order of how bad I want them to do it or how important it is to me, no order at all. Just 10 things I want them to do from a franchise standpoint, content standpoint, any standpoint, just Star Wars. Just do these things. So thank you for the support as of lately. It's been really fun. Please like, subscribe, and I'll keep posting content. But kicking things off here at the very top of the list, it was the first thing I thought of when I thought of the idea to make a list of things I want Star Wars to do. The first thing they need to do is retcon the sequels. They cannot let these movies stand. They are atrocious to Star Wars. They treat every single one of the main characters like they are garbage, and they ruin the stories that the original trilogy, the original Star Wars had built, and I simply don't respect that. I simply don't acknowledge their existence. I don't acknowledge that they are Star Wars, because in my mind, that is not Luke Skywalker. That is not Han Solo. And I will not accept that as Star Wars content, and rightfully so. I'm not going to spend another second talking about the sequels, other than the fact that it needs to go. The next thing I really want Star Wars to do is make a show about the ancient Sith Lords, please. They are so cool, and there was so much to tell. I kind of had my eyes open. If you're not following along my book series, I'm about to release my first part of the first Darth Bane series, so this is where this idea is coming from. But oh my gosh, there is so much story to be told about the ancient Sith and all of their different legends. Oh my gosh, it's like when you go mining in Minecraft, except all of the stone is just diamonds. That's what they have in terms of making content about all the ancient Sith. And so there's so many cool stories. You could show the entire progression of all of those famous Sith, and that would be so cool. And I can't believe they haven't made a show about Darth Bane. Like, he is so cool. His story is so down to earth and grounded, and I can't believe it. It's the lowest hanging fruit I could ever imagine. That's the next one. I'm actually going to follow this up with another Sith. It's Revan. How they need to make Revan content. They need to make a TV show, a movie, something. They need to make something about Darth Revan and Jedi Revan, because he is such a crazy character. Yeah, I can't even begin to explain how cool he is. And fans are remiss because we do not know anything. Well, not that we don't know anything about him, but there's nothing canonologically there for Revan, and there absolutely needs to be. Again, this is another super low-hanging fruit, but I can't believe they haven't came out with any Revan content. Yeah, sorry to build off it again, but I do want to build off of the Revan and the Sith Lords, but I would love to see the first Jedi and the first Sith. How they both were created, like an origin story, almost like a superhero origin story movie. I think that'd be great. I have I guess I can find it, but to my knowledge as of right now, I don't know how either of them got started. And I think that'd be really cool to see the first Jedi, kind of become into his own and start the Jedi Order and whatnot. I think that'd be really cool. And then the opposing Sith, how the first Sith came to be and how he started the Sith Order. I think that'd be really cool. That's kind of the next thing I wanted to see. So the next thing that kind of relates more to our time frame is I really want them to redo the post-Empire movie eras. So after Return of the Jedi, I want to see Luke Skywalker's Jedi Academy. Like, I can't believe we didn't see more of that at all in the last couple of years, and then we kind of get, not talking about the sequels, but we got that. And that was kind of all we got in terms of Luke's Jedi Academy and what he was able to build with the New Republic. We need to see some of that, and I can't believe we didn't. So that's kind of the next thing I really wanted to see, is some things about the post-Empire Star Wars universe I think is pretty needed. Building off of the post-Empire, I want to see some pre-Empire. I want to see, I don't know why, but every time I watch like Rebels or the Star Wars movies or just in general, I was super fascinated about how the Rebel Alliance was able to accumulate all of their like capital ships, all of the X-wings, and how each rebel cell formed. I would absolutely love to see a live action gritty rebel show showing how they got the Mon Calamari on board with the home one, how they got all of those X-wings and Y-wings and all the different rebel factions. I think that'd be so cool if they did a TV series with, I don't know, 8 episodes dedicated to each rebel cell specifically, and make it like an Andor style show where it's gritty, it's tough, it's rough, it's things that like you can kind of get a little more dark with the themes and the actual, how the show is shown. I think it would be really cool to see how the Rebel Alliance actually built its fleet and its force. Another thing that I actually really want to see more is Mortis, and how the Mortis are kind of related to Anakin and how they came to be, because we don't really see anything more. I guess we see them after Ahsoka, and that's really what I wanted to see, is some more of that. But unfortunately, with the passing of the actor, we don't know how more we're gonna get of that kind of arc. But I definitely need to see more, because they're such cool characters and they're surrounded by so much mystery in the Clone Wars. Where did they come from? I want to see specifically some of what the son was doing, where the father had to really bring him back to Mortis and, cage him almost. So what was he doing in the universe? How much of a threat really was he? So that's kind of the next thing I really wanted to see. The last thing I kind of wanted to see, I don't even know if it's 10, I started, talking. But the last thing I really wanted to see and / have is we need some more video games. We need some more video games. It's been forever since we had. I think Lego Star Wars was a bust. The new Lego Star Wars game that came out, I don't think it was that good. And I think that's okay to say. But I really wasn't that thrilled with it. It was pretty boring. A lot of the episodes were really short. And they weren't that engaging. So I wasn't that thrilled with it. I love Battlefront 2. It's an amazing game. They had a terrible launch. But the actual game is amazing. And they need to make Battlefront 3. There's so much potential there. It's absurd. The amount of heroes or different reinforcements. Like, I think you can have each clone captain be its own reinforcement and have vaguely the same, skill set, but just have them be like a stronger reinforcement, but not exactly a hero. But I don't know. There's so many cool ideas and maps and different things I feel like we were robbed of in the first time around. I feel like they need to go about it and do it right. And I don't know why they're not. It would print money. That video game would print money for Disney and Star Wars. Everybody would buy it. Everybody, if you came in there and said, hey, we're going to have almost every Jedi in there that you could think of. We're going to have all these Sith. You put in the old Sith, put in the bounty hunters, put in everybody. Make it fun. That's all we want, is fun. True Star Wars fun. So that's kind of I don't know if it ended up being 10. I just kind of started rambling, but those are the things I really want to see Star Wars do soon at a very broad level. If you wanted to see, some more specific ideas about any of the topics, I definitely have some. I have a bunch, and I'm probably going to make some more videos on it, but those are kind of my ideas. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much for everything. These last couple of weeks has been awesome. Have a great rest of your day. See you later.